Guys, welcome back to my channel. Hot news: bail request denied. Diddy. This is the third or the fourth time that Diddy's tried to get bail, and his bail request has been denied. Can't assure safety of the community. Guys, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like and share for more. So Diddy staying behind bars after a judge just ruled his bail is denied because no conditions can assure the safety of the community. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think this man is a health hazard to the community? Leave your comments down below. In his decision filed Wednesday, the judge in the case wrote that there is a serious risk of witness tampering and direct evidence of Combs' violence, pointing to the infamous 2016 video of Diddy beating Cassie, that's Cassie Ventura, his girlfriend at that time, and subsequent text messages with her. In the texts included in the judge's decision, Cassie wrote to Diddy about her injuries, adding he was sick for thinking it's okay to do what you've done. The judge is also citing evidence that Diddy violated rules about communication behind bars, including paying other inmates to use their phone access code numbers to make phone calls to people not on his approved contact list. So this is specifically talking about, Diddy or anybody that is an inmate would have a certain number of minutes to call people, allotted time, per inmate. So what they're saying here is that Diddy actually used other inmates' time or use their code numbers to make calls to people that when he was not supposed to speak to. So the judge is saying that because you're already breaking the rules behind bars, why should we give you bail? Why should we give you bail? Let's keep reading. As reported, Diddy was in federal court last week fighting to get out of prison on a $50 million bond after he was charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and other serious offenses. The judge adds that there's compelling evidence of Combs' propensity for violence, another reason to keep him locked up. So, just looking at this point, with them saying he broke rules by using other inmates' phone, the Cassie video showing he has a history of violence, and then because of the grave charges against him, racketeering, sex trafficking, and other serious offenses, some people are arguing, and his lawyers definitely argued, that other people at Diddy's level, they posted bail for amounts much less. I think $10 million. He's put a $50 million bail. And the judge has said, no, I am not accepting your money. Your money is no good here. You will still remain behind bars. And this is the third or fourth time that his lawyers have tried. Guys, do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair that Diddy should still remain bars, pending when the trial starts next May 2025? Or do you think it's not fair? Let me know what you think in the comments on this one. So a grand jury handed on an indictment as the music model was arrested in September at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. Has been incarcerated ever since. On Friday, Diddy appeared unshackled in a New York courtroom alongside his attorneys to make his appeal to be released on bail for the fourth time. Yeah, I was right. His previous requests for bond were rejected by judges, even though Diddy not only put up his $50 million Miami Beach mansion as collateral, but also offered to be on house arrest with around-the-clock security and no contact with alleged victim or witnesses. So the problem with this is because of those calls he was making using other people's access codes. They're saying, look, if we allow you to go out, how do we know? Even with 24/7 security, you can bribe the security as well to let you make calls that you're not supposed to make. So they can't trust him at this point, is what I'm gleaning from this information. Two judges separately concluded Diddy posed a threat to the community if released, and he was also denied bail after one of the judges raised concerns about Diddy obstructing the ongoing federal investigation and interfering with witnesses, which is strong. Worth noting, the judge does say if Diddy's trial preparations are hindered by his incarceration, then he can renew his bail appeal when. So that's probably going to be the fifth time. And the article here just says that Diddy's trial is scheduled for May 5th. This is 2025. So, this one, given that they have evidence that he has used other people's access codes to speak to people he wasn't authorized to speak to while trying to get bail, probably was not a smart move by Diddy. Yeah, it wasn't a smart move. And the judge will be in a tough position. On one hand, he has to make a decision, and on the other hand, it has to be fair. But if there's evidence that is saying that he's already breaking the rules when he is in jail, then you can argue that he'll still break the rules when he gets out, even when there's 24/7 security, because of the funds that this man has. He has a lot of money, and he can bribe a lot of people to get a lot of things done. So that is probably what the judge, where the judge is coming from. The prosecution, the defense lawyers are probably saying, no, other people have done this, and you let them go, which may be a fair point. But have those other people been using other people's access codes to make calls to people they shouldn't make calls to, or were they just sitting pretty, or just sitting there waiting for their bail hearings to happen? I think because of the life of luxury that Diddy has been living for such a long time, he's used to paying his way to get a lot of things, and just to be able to stay in that place for a couple of weeks and not break a law or not get an advantage his way would have been too much for him. This is my thought process, and that's why probably why Diddy did it. And he's also desperate to talk to people outside. But if you have people on the approved list and they are calling people that are not on the approved list, then the judge has to do what the judge has to do. Let's see what happens in this case. The trial hasn't started, but there's going to be a lot of buzz between now and May 5th. I think this is the biggest celebrity trial, certainly in the last few years, and I think it's going to dominate 2025. But this should not be only me speaking on this matter. I want to hear what you guys have to say on the subject. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next one.